Hi, this is Mrs. Nagayama, and this is a review video for Unit 3.17 quiz. Please review sections 3.16 and 3.17 before taking the quiz. Quiz topics for today: what is cellular respiration? What would happen if cellular respiration stopped? And how are photosynthesis and cellular respiration similar? What is cellular respiration? Cellular respiration is when the mitochondria uses glucose to make ATP. So you see on the left-hand side, cellular respiration's ingredients are glucose and oxygen. These are the things that are mandatory and must be present in order for cellular respiration to happen. When cellular respiration occurs, it takes glucose and oxygen and produces the things on the right, which is the products, which would be carbon dioxide, water, and energy. All of this is happening inside of the mitochondria. A picture of the mitochondria is at the top right, and this is an organelle that's found in eukaryotic cells. What would happen if cellular respiration stopped? So what if cellular respiration did not occur in the cell? We would have all this glucose and we would have all this oxygen, but we would not make any ATP. And if you remember, ATP is vital for the survival of all cells and organisms. The cell would not be able to convert glucose into ATP for energy. The cell would not have any energy and eventually would die. So you see that cellular respiration is a very, very important process in our bodies because it's the process in which we take glucose and make ATP, which is the form of energy we can actually use. So what would happen to a cell if cellular respiration stopped? A. Glucose breakdown would increase. B. ATP production would increase significantly. C. The cell would not produce any ATP. Or D. The cell would use water for energy. We see that if cellular respiration stopped, we would not make any ATP. So the best answer for this one would be C. The cell would not produce enough ATP. So now the next question, how do photosynthesis and cellular respiration compare? So if you look at the two equations on the right-hand side, we see that photosynthesis takes carbon dioxide, water, and energy and make glucose and oxygen, whereas cellular respiration uses glucose and oxygen to make carbon dioxide, water, and energy. So you see that photosynthesis and cellular respiration are actually the opposites of one another. One's ingredients is the other one's products, and vice versa. Some other differences would be that photosynthesis occurs in plants and maybe some bacteria, whereas cellular respiration occurs in all organisms, plants, animals, and bacteria. Photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplast, which is an organelle found in photosynthetic organisms, and cellular respiration occurs in the mitochondria. So here's a sample question. What substance must be present for cellular respiration to take place? What do we need in order for cellular respiration to start? So are we going to look at the ingredients or the products? We would look at the ingredients because that's what is needed in order to start cellular respiration. We call them either the starting materials, the ingredients, or the reactants of cellular respiration. So would it be A, carbon dioxide, B, oxygen, C, sodium, or D, sunlight? We see that the two ingredients is glucose and oxygen. So the best answer for this one would be B, oxygen. If you have any questions about cellular respiration and how it relates to photosynthesis, please email me and I can send you more resources. If not, please make sure that you take this quiz as many times as you need to until you get a 60% or above, since that's a passing grade in the class.